You're safer here than any place else.
It's only daylight. Shouldn't say only, or should I? Don't know. Either way, it's daylight coming through. It's daylight coming through. I was just hesitantly documenting my things that I've had to hide in a way, probably not claiming any seeking creativity points, but not a lot of places, but that's alright. This isn't a complaint. It's more, I've realised, oh shit, there's a contemporaneous documentation and an account of something extraneously strained, pushed through my mind and out through my arms and my phone, because, well, in many ways you're fucked either way anyway, whatever you do, and if you're lucky enough to get into a place that you're paid to do somehow, because who knows, you managed to keep a mobile phone going and you managed to get it working, and somehow, even going through all the bullshit, you were convinced you were again going to be, you got to stand in the dark in the corner, you've already paid for a room, but fuck, you're not going to have a man or woman anywhere around to confirm such or speak, help, talk to you. No, always have to take your money, but everything's so many arms reach away on purpose. This particular place, it takes the money via another example of not so much your power, but they'll happily play around with the pay part of that program or label or corporate. Oh fuck, what now? Well, wow, they're still paying, they're still choosing that one. Yeah, and I'm freaking choosing it too. And there are lots of things I don't particularly like about you. Not so much my power, but you forced your way in, and to pay, they found, well, maybe they backed me up in some way. But the company you pay the money to there in fucking Amsterdam, I'd love to be there. Lovely, wonderful place. I've been planning to somewhat to go back there soon, one day. It's getting further away, it seems, that day. Partly to do with the pay situation, partly to do with a lot of things getting in the way, jumping in the way, making it harder. You got to have there's so many ports you got to get through, you got to pass in this freaking harbour. It's like, I don't know if I'll ever been there once. Very nice, Amsterdam. But yeah, look, this company's based in Amsterdam, booking.com, and it's a lot of middlemen, difficult to get straight to the source as well if you just want to stay with them. And they might ask you for a government ID, and it's like, well, they don't really like it. You show them the back of the driver's license, says that they're unauthorised to use such as the or a. You're not allowed. It says it on the back. At least on mine, you know what? Yeah, my mum says it on the back there. That might have something to do with why they've been asking for the back of driver's licenses for some time, because they realise, much like many have, it wasn't going to say it wasn't hidden. It pretty actually kind of was. Is tiny print on the back of the driver's license says you're not authorised. It's not intended. Not authorised. Stuff in the wording, but it's authorised and or intended. By those that have issued the license. It says you're not allowed to use it for identification purposes. It's only to be used for policing road rules. Rules, mind you, road rules. I think it says that. It might say laws on it, but it means rules. Can't remember right now. I've got it on here somewhere on the phone, but I can't be fucked doing it. I'm only supposed to be quickly doing this to get out the door. There's a number of things. Frustrations have been being stored in me. I store lots of things within and without. Internal, externality, it's bliss. Don't you know? You're in a hotel. You're in the Glenelg. It's in the bay. It's holiday. You're having a holiday. Oh yeah, okay. I'm having a holiday. It's lovely. And as you look, genuinely, it was not. It's got a nice, comfortable bed. It's not. It was nice. It was nice to stay. Don't get me wrong. A lot of bullshit jumping in the way of everything these days. The simple things, and that could be misconstrued, no doubt, by a lot of anything if they even get your message. But yeah. Are you staying down the bay? Oh, yes, staying down the home. Yep. Chose to, damn straight. Not afraid of reasonable, rightful, recent learning confirmed repeatedly. Well, I suppose a few weeks back, again, that I'd made a decision to stay away on a weekend because even attending those fucking disgusting places of disarray, that's one way to say, underside of a side of look, there's not a lot of civilised going on in Western civilised society. It's not very fucking civilised in my eyes, nor by my ears, nor my heart's like, fuck no, get me out of here for a long time, more or less. And you just listen to the things that you're taught or told to, forced to digest when you're young, and it's like, you did what? You did what? You're the invaders. You're teaching me to sing "Bound Bound for Botany Bay" and fucking mind control this shit out of me. That's not what I was saying at the time, mind you. I kind of went half into that voice, like, just trying to again get it out of my mind. I've said it a number of times, whatever. It doesn't go away necessarily. Look, not trying to bring you down, but you know what? This has been put online by me, and look, obviously not by I alone. I'd say it's any with a mind and a heart and a soul at this point. Gee, you'd have felt this, you'd have come across this more or less. You may have pushed it away and maybe lost your soul a little bit at that same time on that particular day. You got two groups of men and women, golden people, if you like. It's less appropriate with time, but you got one group living, on the land, in their home, doing what they do. Right, it's up to them, up to you. And you got another group. They turn up and they just assault, they steal all your shit, bash you, murder, rape, everything's theirs now. They wrote something down in a book on a piece of paper and went, hey, it's this way. Even by their own fucking rules, they're out. I'm afraid, not afraid, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Yeah, they're out. They were never in. They just write it down on a bit of paper and pretend, look, we've written that down now. Yeah, we're the boss. Forget Tony Danza, Dance, Tony, all you like. We don't give a shit. We're the Western civilised colonialism type. And, they just kept going. Some of us were then incarnated into vessels seen as being previously sowing or owing to, being told, well, you're us. What's that then? You kind of like, what? No. What? I wouldn't do. How do we do that? I don't agree with harming any. I don't want to harm anyone, anything. I respectfully. But yeah, they're trying to take the whole. They make you sing "Bound for Botany Bay." You celebrate the fucking songs of the invaders. They'll try and implicate, or it's got fuck all to do with the colour of your skin. I'm just going to say it again in a more of a New Zealand maybe accent. I like fish and chips. I don't know if I said that right. I prefer a fish supper. I've actually got Scottish blood and no real probably say it. No, they kind of say it like that. Not, see, wrong accent. Oh, tricky. What do you mean you're this? Well, I was born in a hospital named after one of the invaders. Flinders Hospital, in fact. in Adelaide. We'll just have to go back to Southern Terra Australis is the safest description of the location. I don't really consider it a state. The state would be deluded if I'm referring to them or those that made the mistake or bought the fucking sorry trough lolly type cake and thought it was glorious. Oh yeah, we've got the best cake in the world. No, that's for that goes in the trough, right? So everyone's pissing in that trough. It's called a trough lolly. All right, that's what that cake is. You can celebrate. You got the best cake in the world. It's the most civilized cake. Have you seen the shape of my cake? We're pumping these cakes out en masse. There, look at it. It's glorious. It's little yellow. If you tried eating that cake, they're probably like, oh, listen, try eating the cake. We're talking about the cake. They're just holding the cake up. They're walking around like this. There's the cake. It's the sky. It's the scone of. It's that probably the same cake that they've been sitting on in a sense, or pretending to sit on, and that gives them the power. We're on the cake. Yeah, the cake is the cake. Did you not sing the songs about the cake when you were in school? Were you not bound for Botany Bay too? Or you tall? That rhymes better with school. It's like, well, fuck no, I never was. I'd look over that, no. And do you know what? All the stories, which frankly have been framed in a way that's like, okay, it's the invaders, the invaders' glory. It's the bloody, whether we ever said it or not, it's the line from the French guy whose name I have forgot. Oh God, Napoleon apparently said, history is a lie agreed upon. He'd probably say something. Well, I imagine it was in French. I'd like to think, but don't even ask that. Don't even raise that. No, not to the trough lolly fucking controllers of everything that's, within the place that they fucking stole, and then you happen to be born here on the land. All right. Well, guess what? It's your land too. It's just as it is the trees and the birds and the bees and the original men and women of the land. Well, it's theirs. Right? You're an Aboriginal. You were born here. I'm not arguing with that or you or me. I'm just saying, historically, not too much of a stretch, really. I've said sardonically, in a way, from me. As it at this point, not just at this point, but I'm just going to say it again. I'm going to shut up and walk at the door. I'm trying to go get some water. I'm extremely thirsty. I only had one little bottle of water, and since I got used to not drinking the fluoride, chlorine, government-driven, slow your mind down through the drip. Chinese water torture would probably be, a nice way to word the water that you order, not freaking drink, because I stopped drinking the tap water, and even with the pure tap water to try and get rid of the taste, because you live in Adelaide, and I've been in a number of places in mine, 40 some years on the parade, on the tirade, the taste is one thing, of course. I went to a pure tap many years back because of that. You realise after a bit there's only certain things you can get out with a filter. Most of this because what they've put in, and I started drinking the box water, the cube from the supermarket or the 7-Eleven, Servo, whatever. It's a cube, okay. I started feeling much better in the mind, predominantly. Said so in the past. Continue to feel so at times. I could have drank the water at the tap. I had my swimming noodles. I use that water. I'll try and use, not necessarily that's a brand, but that was the cheapest one at the supermarket yesterday, and this is not enough for me. I drink quite a bit more water in a day. Than that, and perhaps maybe the most. I'm not seeking to. I'm not really into Coca-Cola. You can have it if you like. To me, it's like, well, you do know they clean the trucks with that. They do. Anyhow, not that. Well, that's the same company, I think. That's where it sprung to mind. I'm just, this is me doing this to get out the door. Concerned about, things that were mine that I've had to, anyhow, now I'm not conscious I spent too long doing the other things. It's in the word ones that look how to get out. So do it now. It'll, in a sense, save me and save you if you were the next man or woman that had a mind I get to talk to. I'll have a whole lot of things to say in a short period of time because I do anyway, perhaps, but less so over time, in fact, because perhaps there'll be more apparent to me with the minds, and the mind is like, well, then in a sense, it's strange to say, there'll be less to actually spit out my mind like a machine gun trigger array, because you have a few things you're like, oh, they get it. They get it. They're real. They're real. Yeah, you say what you like. Oh, waking up, this, yeah, but cool. Yeah, awesome. Either way, yeah. It won't be shooting such a stream or a jet or a pressure placed hydraulic euphemistic analogy. I'd Sheen. I'm not Sean Connery. I'm gonna mess that up in a way in the end, but maybe. And I'm not. Look, it won't even. It's not even going to be a. It's not going to even. Look, it might be a fountain. It might be a lovely fountain, but I'll just be a nice little in that fountain. At this stage, it feels a little bit like and obviously from my perspective, I can only speak from, mostly from as me here, this one. But shoot, I like to. This is a nice bit at the fountain. I realised we're all the one thing of water coming through, right? And back in the day, you said they had lovely, wonderful fountains, and look, perhaps it was the type of thing that Victor came across and tried to tell others, and he did. Of course, didn't try to, not at all. Matter of fact, he did far more than that. But something along those lines is where we were at. And look, maybe at the stage where I found the picture in the Torrens, and I was like, how the heck are they doing that in 1876 or whatever? And I was like, well, that was the end of the real nice days. That was really less left. I feel a bit more like I'm having a spray out like just a jet like that. That's under that much. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm okay. Please don't try and bring it down. I'm fine. I'll survive. I don't even die. That's one of the things. You probably don't either. If you got this far, or I've done anything with it. Well, not just because of that, but that'll help you realise that. Yeah, you don't die. You don't die either. You might leave this spot, or so it would seem. No one really does leave. Going back to that water theme, that's what we do. And nicer to be part of a wonderful water fountain display, slowly but surely taking shape over time, over mind, under and overall, Swiss hurdles. There's things that are, beyond that comparison or type. They're more firm than girdles. They're like, there's there, but in many ways we'll say that's how it's meant to be. And that's how you're going to learn. And you had to have some pressure, you had to have some restriction to be the shape and the form that you are and you're going to be. It's only you're that all the time. It's now. Said a man probably standing, I'm taking more the physical form. I just realised I'm doing the, I think I'm doing the, is it David? And that's interesting. I don't really want to turn anything around. Like this was exactly, yeah. Good subway. I don't know if I'm breaking the screen in or what, but I was in a thinking type way, but I was a little bit more contorted than the statue we've been trained to consider other things or otherwise, or that's the way you should think. I mean, I've thought like that, I suppose. One of the times was I was like, stupidly programmed, and then by my own choice trying to put a ring on a finger of one of those that I was just trying to help. Fanboy, I thought it helped me too. in a way, but really I was just trying to keep her happy. And looking at that whole relationship was a very good lesson in you can't, like, sometimes it's not you. They're not happy because of them. It's a tough lesson, tricky. A lot of them aren't that easy, a bit sticky. Take that as you will, but we're walking down a treacle covered, thinking it's a slippery hill, and it's more like it's treacle. You know what treacle is, and imagine walking down that hill. You can't fall, but you can. You just stick there, slowly. We're trying to get at the bottom. Maybe we're trying to get at the bottom. I don't know where you're trying to go. I've just made it up then, but it makes sense, and I'm gonna go because I don't know how long I've been talking here. It's relevant and irreverent, and but look, I'm here all weekend, and I'm very pleased. In fact, that's a nice bed. Slept in that last night. It was good. Yep, it was good. That was good. My computer plugged in there. It's good. Started Infinity. I fell asleep listening to something you had done. It's good. I don't know. I think no, it's not something I'd shared, but it's something I did share with you. Thank you. It's something anyhow to record it so I could put it on the screen. I'm out. Much love. Happy dream. Oh, that could be words to live by again. Anyhow, too much, too long. Go now. Go buy some water. No wonder you're thirsty all the time. You freaking yeah. So you order B. Alright, bye. Thank you for not. And yeah, I suppose if you're gonna, well, thank you as well. You will or will not do or learn in the future or in the past, perhaps. Maybe your background, maybe you're not. Maybe it's just a different spot that's all right, and we've got what we've got. All on the same path, more or less, at different advantages. And I'm shutting up. Bye.